Yo, 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 we good? All right, now let's get it. All right, we in the zone. What's good, everybody? Let me know who's in the building. We're gonna play around with some stuff today. I'm actually doing some old stuff today, so just to show y'all pretty much what we're doing. But y'all make sure y'all keep it locked. Share, repost. Let's bring people in the building. Let me know what y'all weekend was like. Had a good weekend despite, things going on in life, but we still here. So definitely tap in. Let's tap in. We're gonna get started in a minute. Hey. We almost there. Let's tap in. Let's tap in. Who's in the building? Yeah, we're gonna have some fun today for sure. Definitely. Better vibe out a little bit. We almost there. Let's get it. We almost there. All right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yo, what's good, everybody? Y'all already know who it is. It is your boy Thesis. We back in the building once again, and today we are going to be playing around with some stuff that I've been anticipating on for a while because it's nothing new. It's all old stuff. And this is part of that series where we go back and we check out some of the old stuff that Native Instruments, usually do. And Native Instruments have some really, really, good stuff. And one of the things that I was playing around with today, oh, Spaces was good. You in the building? You finally made it. Was good, family. But today I wanted to go over something that I've been working on, and funny that I'm using Absinthe 5 now. This is discontinued, right? This has been discontinued, I think, since Complete either 13 or 14. But I told myself, I was like, yo, this is still a beast of an instrument. There's so much that you can do with this thing. And I want to start implementing some of the old stuff, because for me, I always look at everything that they have as far as VSTs, and I'm talking about everybody, UJam, Analog Lab, like everybody has so many VSTs, and I'm starting to actually clean out all of my instruments that I really don't use. And I want to start utilizing some of the old ones, because to me, the old classics take less computer and it does great. So I said, let's make an actual synth today, right? So the one that I used was from Absynth 5 and the lead synth, and I used this Analog Universe. So it was really, really dope, right? So here is the synth by itself. Now I know it don't sound like much. Don't beat me up. I know it don't sound like much right now, but I'm gonna get to it. All right, I'm gonna get to it. This part of the melody was one of the other parts that I made with it, but I'm just gonna show y'all. So like I'm basically still formulating this, and I was like, yo, God, man, I didn't made this track and I didn't go live, yo. So I was like, let me go ahead and just finish, doing arrangements, mixing live, and then we can chop it up and stuff like that. But this is the melody, the synth, and the choir so far. Oh, and by the way, I did use Choir Omnia Essentials, the new one. So let me know if you guys want to cop that one. Just go to the actual last video, I think. Yeah, the last video, and check out that one. Now, let me say this. It's weird because I do these polls for a reason. And when I checked out the actual poll that I put up of saying, was it, essential, a lot of people was like, nah, Choir Omnia is not essential. And here's the actual result so far. So of course we only got 13 votes, but a couple of people are saying that they're glad they made a slim version, and then it's 46% to say, it's not really worth it. It wasn't needed. But one thing I noticed, like I was saying in the video with Choir Omnia, is that you can get the slimline version and it's easier on your computer. And this was one of the reasons why I use it now, because it's easier on the computer. Now I do also have other Orchestra Essentials that I use, and that's through Contact as well. But we'll get into all that. So I kind of made this like a big orchestra type hip hop. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get into the actual sound. So again, this is the beginning. I just wanted to give you a backdrop pretty much. So this is the beginning of that melody and the synth with Absynth 5 and the Choir Essential. So that's where it all came from. So that's pretty much the intro, right? So I'm gonna bring in that other part, and this right here is the Orchestra Essential that I use. Now, as you see, I already rendered out this so that it wouldn't be all crazy on the computer and the stream, because streaming and then trying to make a beat and Contact and all that is just a mess. So it is Orchestra Essentials, and I use the first kit in Orchestra Essentials. So this is the build up to that with the synth art. So you see what I'm saying? Like, as far as the Orchestra Essential, that Orchestra Essential added more to it. So it's like, I don't really need the Choir Essential. I hate to say it, but if you got to really, really look at a lot of, the ones they already have out, because there's a lot of choir joints out there. So I'm not even going to hold you. There's a lot of choir ones out there, but it's not really worth it. So like, say for instance, I'm going to bring up the one that I like the most. And that's Choir Essentials. Yo, Adoni, what's good? Loving the Sonics. We ain't even get through the whole beat yet, so just wait. I actually got some surprises toward the second part of the verse. But what I usually use when it comes to like orchestra stuff, I haven't been using my choir Quiet Omnia, right? And one, because it's so heavy, it's so huge. Like, we was talking about it in the actual chat and on the video, and people was like, yo, dude, like, it's 75 gigs for that thing. Like, it's really strong, and it's crazy because, you know, everybody doesn't have that type of computer that can actually, you know, generate and do all that. So you want to make sure that you have something where it's not taking up all that much space, and that you actually play it and it don't mess up your workflow. Now, prior to me having this computer that I have now, Quiet Omnia was a lot. So I basically took that one off. So as you see here, I just got the Essentials, because the Essentials is just as good. But the one that I wanted to bring across, which one was it? I said the synth art. Oh, actually, it wasn't even this one. The synth art that I used, let me see. Synth art that I used was, it's a free one too. So the state machine bit flip, that's that synth arpeggiation that you hear, which is really, really cool. So that one was, let me see, 75 gigs for a library. I mean, yeah, for people who scoring and people who are doing that type of stuff, yeah, absolutely. That's definitely something for that. But not on average for me, it's too much. So the Frantic Escape, I think, was the one I used. So let me see. Oh, I gotta unmute it. Hold on. Wasn't that one? Was it Fantasy Flute? As you see, I like to use little sound effects to add to it, but this was cool. So it was the Metal Axis one that I used. So that was the bit flip one I used for that. So that was that arpeggiator. That was really, really dope. So I wanted to add that stack to it. All right. So now, as I came up with the intro, I said, all right, let's change up with the drums. So let's go ahead and F3 and bring up my setup now, and go over to, where is it? A drum bus, solo drum bus, and then I'll play it from there. So you can just hit a drum. Now, it was real different with the drum. So what I did was I added a kick. This kick was from Somatics. Let's go to kick and sample. Appreciate that, Spaces. You ain't heard nothing yet. I'm just showing you guys how I'm building it. So this one was a somatic kick. This one was a snare. And then I just changed the actual octave of it by playing it different on the keyboard. And then let's see, percussion wise. So percussions was different because this one was a somatic percussion, but as you see, I chopped it up and did some stuff to it, right? So and it added to the dynamic of like the drums. So I was like, let's be different with it. Then I added a shaker. Then another percussion. So yeah, we was having fun with that. We was having fun with that drum. I was like, I'm gonna be real different. Of course, for my sub, I used Sublab, and I'm basically just gonna play the drum. So I'm gonna play the whole thing so that you guys can hear it. And then I'll continue to go through. Now, I used a couple of old back in the day stuff. So if you guys remember Rise Hit from Native Instruments, they have this new one out now called Scene Saffron. I did not do a review on that one because I was just like, it's not really. I mean, it's cute, it's small, but you know, it's not something that I feel that is essential that we need. And again, when we're on, you know, and I'm doing these reviews, I'm making sure that if I put something up on the channel, it's something that I know that you guys are gonna get. 9 times out of 10, everybody's throwing up all these, you know, because they got them. I'm not gonna do that. I want to make sure that if it's something that I know that is utilized that you guys can use, then we're gonna do it. And you know, again, that's just my personal preference. So I didn't do a review for it because Rise and Hit to me is better than the one that just came out. So go figure. But here is, I'm gonna play it from the top and then I'm just go through. So you see what I'm saying? So I took that whole like orchestra feel and just built around that. Now, when I used Absinthe, I used a couple of those presets, and then I just stacked and layered because I wanted it to be kind of big. Now for the guitars, I used Sparkle, and then I used Electric Mint from Native Instruments. So that was pretty much it for that beat. So I need some thoughts. Like, if is this sounding complete? Because you know how sometimes as a producer you just do way too much. And I was sitting there and I was just like, yeah, I think that's done. So I'm gonna leave it right here for the guys that haven't already checked out it. Check the beat out. I'll save it. Let me know in the comments if I should add some more stuff to it. If you got some other elements and things that you guys are hearing, then I'll go and add that. The music is asking for a bigger drum. You know what's funny, dude? I was thinking this, like, I don't know, like, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, I like the drum, but the drum itself isn't really, so maybe I'm thinking it might be the snare. I don't know. Let's check it out. Let's check and see if it's the snare. Because I was saying the same thing myself. It's there, but it's not there. It's like close. So I don't know. Let me see. I'm gonna change the snare. And let's see. The drum pattern is real good, but it needs some more dramatic drums. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. All right, so what I'll do then is, because this is gonna be something I know I'm gonna have to play with, right? So let's see. Let's go back. I do agree with that. Thanks, Don. I appreciate that. That's some good feedback right there. Make the kick and snare bigger. What I might have to do is actually stack them too. And a lot of times I don't stack my drums. So I'll just come through and just, make a drum and then make it bigger. And then I'll just take the sounds to make it bigger so that way I don't have to stack as much. But I do agree with you. So I will, play around with that and see, what we can do. So let's go ahead and close this out because I know you guys like seeing me do stuff on the fly, right? You guys like seeing me do new stuff and not nothing that was already completely done and then talk about it. So let's go ahead and open up a new project. Now, I do not know what I'm going to create. So usually when I have no idea what I'm going to do, I usually just go off of a vibe. So what vibes have you guys been feeling during the course of this weekend. Drop them in the comments. Let's see what vibes we got going on. What you guys been doing? Have you guys been creating this week? If so, let me know the vibes you guys have been creating in the comments. Give me some inspiration. I need some inspiration. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and start though while I'm waiting for you guys to put that, your comments in. And I'm thinking so far I'm gonna do a vibe of 88. That's usually my favorite, between 88 and 89. And let's see here. I've been happy for a while. I've been trying to catch you live. All right, well, you caught me live now. We are definitely live. We're in the building. So now I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and bring up Machine. And while that's loading, so I have been doing a lot over the past week. Of course, we celebrated my mom, and she has now been laid to rest. So thank you so much to everybody that has been sending out the comments, sending out, condolences and love. I greatly appreciate, like, you guys, man, really, really make me so happy on this channel. Like, I can't even complain. Like, you guys really, pour your heart and souls out. And I love the fact of our community. So that's why I even do this. And I try to do it to, make sure that we all learn from all these things. But, when we have more personal things that start to happen in life, like, that's another aspect that I know that you guys, love to see. And I had to open up about it and realize that, people help people heal. So my family definitely has been there. I appreciate, once again, all you guys reaching out for the community. But I don't know, man. This has been my healing. So, coming on and doing, reviews, making beats, and doing live streaming, this is kind of fun. So that's my vibe right now. So let me see what I can come up with. And of course, I'm using the MK3. I know you guys can't see it, but of course, I'm using the MK3. So let's go through and check out. Now, one of my favorites right now has been Velvet Bloom. So I'm gonna go to the Velvet Bloom, check out some loops that's in there, see what we got, check out a combo. Now, the only thing about, I love how Snipe did these, but I really, really wish he would have did them individually, because then I gotta go and, change, add my stuff to it or subtract and make the MIDI from it. And that's the only thing, for Velvet Bloom, I wish they wouldn't have did. They would have just separated the drums from, the actual sounds. But all right, so let's go to one shots to see if that's better. All right. And let's go to pianos. All right, so listen, if you want to do that, go ahead. Yeah, I'm definitely with that. Log on now, get onto your stuff, and follow along. Let me know what expansions you actually have, and we can start doing it like that too. Also, if you guys are also that's on here that's following along too, first of all, let me know who's in the building. Second, if you guys want to, chime along and we make it together, log on and definitely let's get it. Joshua, what's good, family? What's good? What's good? What's going down? How's your week, man? All right, we just vibing. We trying to check out and see what type of feel we trying to get. And this is all raw. So usually a lot of times I don't show like extremely raw because everybody don't want to be authentic. But this is usually what producers do. We're ciphering through stuff. All right, that's kind of dope. So we're not gonna do those. Let's do guitar. Okay. Oh, without question, Joshua's the real raw. think I like that one. Don't ask me why. So let's see what we got. All right. All right, I might stick with this kit or I might do rudiments. So we'll see. Woo! Oh, you can speculate all day. You know how we get down, sir. I need that input too. Don't hold out. Don't hold out. I know, like the kits are definitely nasty, man. So let's see. So I think I'm gonna go with that kit. Let's go with that kit. All right, so we'll go with that kit, and then let's go ahead and start bringing it up. I know all of them is nasty, right? So if you guys haven't checked out any of those videos, Joshua, go to the actual video on the channel and check out these kits. Like I actually went through the reviews of them, so you definitely could check them out. But let's go ahead and see. I did favor one, so this one's a Hilda kit. So let's see. All right, so I do want to. I like that. I might end up changing the drum. I don't know yet. I just like the kit, so let's see how we go with it. All right, that's weird. Let me see. Yeah, the kit is slapping. I don't know why it's going back and forth like that, though. Let me see something. Oh, that's why. And see now, there's a boo-boo for you. So a lot of people don't know. Like, so Machine, when it's synced up as a, what is it? Like, you know how Reason does theirs, like the rewire. So when you use the VST version of Machine, you got to make sure that your DAW is synced up with whatever loop so that you playing, it will actually loop right here too. And that's what was throwing me off. I was like, what is going on? So, all right, let me do it again. Yeah. So I don't know. So to be honest with you, I used to use the rewire back in the day, which was dope because I had Recycle, I had Reason, and it was cool for a while. But I've noticed that Machine, for me, I'm saying for me, it's not for everybody, but for me, it's a lot better, right? So let's see. Have I ever used it alone? Yes, I have used it alone. And usually what I do is when I use it alone, I'll, make because it's a groove box. It's not a DAW. It's a groove box. So because it's a groove box, then I would go make the initial idea and do like I do now. Open it up in Cubase and then come in Cubase and then, drag and drop everything over. So for standalone, sometimes I do, but not often, not quite often. All right, I'm not feeling the kit no more. See? That snare is nasty. Ooh, snare is nasty. So I think I might switch. This is definitely, I gotta find something I like. Yo, Von Trap, what's good? Where you been? Yo, Von Trap, where you been, man? It's been a minute. It's been a minute, man. Good seeing you in the feed, bro. What's going down? All right. We just trying to find a vibe right now, and I'm just going through some of the sounds that they have. I could just make my own, but all right, let's rock with that. That's everybody, bro. Everybody working. I ain't lying. You know how back in the day you used to be able to have one person that could hold down the fort. Now you got to have two working jobs just to survive in this joint, man. And I ain't about to get political, but I don't know. We're going to see how this election go because it's getting tight, bro. It is getting tight. Seriously. Oh man, I know in Trinidad and Tobago, I know it's probably night and day to us, but yeah, man, what's going on down there? I've heard a couple of things and I've seen some of the stuff on TV, but is it just as bad as us? Is it just as bad? Or if not worse? Ooh. All right, I like that. I like that. Let's go to the kits. Let's go with that one. Actually, I just overrid it. Let's go back. Unload group, load another group, load that. All right. Yeah, that's good. All right, I like that. Let's go with that. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Let's get that rocking. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm basically just playing around till I get something that I like. And right now, I'm just not getting it. So since I'm not getting it in Machine, let's go back. Let's do this. Let's do this. I will erase this out, minimize that, and let's see what we have in our stash. So, as we go to our stash, we have here today. All right, being silly. I don't know. I'm feeling guitars, but I think let's see. Let's go with and this is probably like use the Neptunes pack. All right, I got you. I got you. All right, so I'm gonna use the broke down version. Let's see. Let me see. I don't know. It's let me get my melody first, and once I get my melody, then I'll see. What vibe we got. Yeah, I've been R&B in it too. And honestly, okay. So let me close this out. I'll come back to it. Um, I have been doing like a whole bunch of beats, and it's just been sickly of the ones that I need to honestly finish. So this one, let's see, this one right here, I just did the other day, and I was just like, man, I need to really finish this one. And I don't like doing so many beats when you don't finish them, because then you get to a place where it's just like, see what I mean? Like it's crazy. This is all I have, and this is where I stopped at. That was the initial idea. So let me see. So I could finish that one, but I'm not in that vibe right now. So let's see. Then you should check out for the show for every. Okay, that's a bet. That's a bet. I'll make sure to keep on lock with that one. So let's see, 28. If you don't finish, you dump it. I used to do that. I used to do that. And one thing I realized is that it's not good to dump your stuff, because let's say for instance you don't finish it, and then you get to a place of where you start creating almost the same type of way, from that last idea. And that's why I try to keep, the ones that I might not like, so that when I start producing something else, then if I hear it again, then I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. Business partner does R&B, and he's an MP. Oh, he's an MPC user. Not even about to start with that one. And only reason I say that because everybody's been talking about the MPC3, the update. When is Machine gonna get its update? Machine 3 has already been, put out there. There's beta testers. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I'm one of the beta testers, and all I'm gonna say is just stay tuned. Be patient. Stay tuned. There is some stuff coming down the pike. It's some stuff that Native Instruments honestly should have been done, but it's stuff that's coming down the pike that would be better. Now, I wish they would make, another update to Machine MK3 though, because right now, the studio is obsolete, and then you got the Machine Plus. You got so many people complaining about that, but seeing how the MPC3 update looked, like I was kind of psyched. Like I ain't gonna hold you, it looked really good. All right, now real talk. I have to agree with Vaughn with this one. Their stem separation is dope. Now, I have my stem separation is right now, currently, is Serato, right? And Serato is a beast. You can do a lot with Serato. There are certain ones that have artifacts, right? And I was just like, young. I looked at the MP3 jump, excuse me, and I did not hear any artifacts, which was crazy. I was like, yeah. So MP3 is doing this thing, man. You know, the MPC is doing this thing. So we'll see how it go once we get this new machine update. But it's a lot of it's gonna be up against some stuff, man. And you know, I'm a machine dude, but if they don't come through, I might have to go ahead and just cop me an MPC. That's real talk. I'm not working too hard using Serato. Nah, real talk. I really am though. That jump, man, is with the stem separation. It's good though. It's good, but I guess I am. So as you can see, I've been on my opera tip. I have been on my opera tip. I think I'm sighted. I think I'm, got my creative flow going right now. Got my juices rocking. So let me go ahead, start a new one. That's what I do sometimes. Sometimes I'll come back, I'll listen to some of my old stuff, get hyped real quick, like, all right, I'm good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my, I know it was 88, but we'll stick with 89. And let's make this loop correct. And I have shout out to my fam too, DNX man, for the Oracle jump. I got some nasty jumps from Sosa, and we're gonna go ahead and rock with one of them. No, this is Cubase. This is Cubase. Cubase Pro. Do not disrespect. Like, nah. Studio One is dope, but no, I'm a Cubase user through and through, bro. And yeah, Cubase is the best DAW. I'm sorry, Cubase is the best DAW. It's unrivaled and it's slept on. It's the best DAW. All right, let's play with it. Let's play with it. Bazazian? All right, cool. I'm about to do that. Actually, let me see something real quick. Let's go phrases. I want to be different. I want to do something real weird. All right, we're gonna rock with this one. Go ahead and put my mastering effects on, so while I'm producing, won't be no issues. Bring up Sublab. I got you with Bazazian though. I got you. think what's happening is my Elastic Pro. It's on time and it's on musical. All right, so that's the stretch. Let's take it back to musical. All right, that's it. It's weird. It seems like it's a little off to me. So let me, since you guys talked about my Serato so bad, I'm gonna go ahead and open up Serato, and we're gonna make it a little bit more easier with that. So let's go to, I think that's an other. Yep. Man, Serato ain't that bad though. It's not. That's not. I don't think that's a lot of work. Y'all think Serato a lot of work? I don't know. I don't know. Serato's definitely been one of my friends, so let's go ahead and let's keep it moving. You know, I don't think too many people got. Hold on, what's yo Sam? What's good, family? What's good? So you you a S1 user now? Wow, I didn't know that. Just yesterday I installed Cubase, and I can tell you, I felt like I had to relearn a lot of the GUI basic stuff. Really, like Cubase is like so user friendly. Like, okay, so I'm coming from a place of logic, right? So because I come from a place of logic, and I'm talking about Windows, right? And it was real easy for me to just jump right in. Like I did not look at a manual for this or anything. I did not. I just jumped right in and started using it. So it's just weird to me. Like I hear those type of things, but I don't. You know, I never had those issues. So for me, Cubase was always like the go-to, seriously. And you know, I just stuck with it. It was really easy. But for some people have been telling me, you know, they've been having kind of issues and stuff with it, but it's just weird. I don't know. It's definitely user friendly though. It's easier than FL Studio, and it's definitely easier than Ableton. And don't get me wrong, like for every time I use Ableton, I feel like I'm producing backwards. I don't know why. Maybe it's the arrange window, maybe it's just the feel of how it is, but you have to learn Ableton. Cubase, I did not have to learn. So it was real easier for me to do it like that. But like I said, everybody has their own, you know, has their own things. Or I make super sick beats. Oh man, appreciate that, bro. I'm just getting up here to inspire y'all. If I can do that, then my job is done, man. Yo, my nephew in the building. Caleb was good. Ableton on top. Again, I'm not saying anything. I'm going to say what I've been saying all the time. Cubase is the best DAW. Period. Period. I'm willing to put my music on the line for anybody that is ready to debate. Cubase is the best DAW. Period. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Let's see what we got in the sample. All right, so we got it rocking. I can't remember the one I used, so let's see. I'm just gonna be random. I know I cannot see. I'm not the only one. I knew I wasn't the only one. But Ableton is good though. You just have to learn Ableton. It's not that it sucked, but it's you definitely have to learn it though. Oh, we got a debater in the building. My nephew talking about he'll debate any day. I don't know. So which are you using Ableton or what are you using? FL Studio is the best. Okay, so here we go. We got the debate going. Why? Okay, so in the comment, you tell me why that DAW is the best DAW, right? I'm gonna show you why my like Cubase is the best DAW because like my workflow is just crazy. Yeah, Doughboy's right. Like Ableton has its own like their own language. Like it's too much. They have too. It's awesome, but they just have too much with it, man. All right, let's turn it down a bit. That's interesting. I could do something with that later, maybe. Let's see. Let's rock with that one. Charles, you already know Serato is the beast. All right. We got it. Let's rock with that. That's it. That is it. All right, so now let's add the sub to it. My wife is in the building. Hey. Oh my. Say hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Yeah. So those Arabian, the Indian, and string. Yeah. So what we're gonna do now is let's go ahead and add the we're gonna add. No, so it's you gotta jump on live so you can hear it. You can't come over there. So go ahead and load up the Bazzazian kits. You know what? I got you, bro. You know what? I forgot about you. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and add Bazzazian. Now I am going to do something crazy with this sample. And yes, I did do a video on the Bazzazian kit. So if you guys haven't checked it out, please go on the channel and check out the review on that one. The Bazzazian kits is dope, right? It is dope. But for Adonai, we're going to do the Bazzazian kits. That's a crazy one. All right. I don't know why any favored that one. That's weird. That's actually a dope one. So, all right. Minimize that. we got something going. We got something going, and yeah, that's fire. That's fire. That is fire. Let's go ahead. All right, bet. Let me go ahead and put this in. Sacred, what's up? What's going on, Sacred? Yo, Sacred always comes through. That's fam right there for life. What's going on, bro? So Sacred, we're in the classic debate of the best DAW. I said that Cubase is the best DAW. As you can see, Charles said he used to use FL back in the day when it first came out. It was cool. Doughboy said he has. Do have a serious question. Does Cubase do ghost notes like F? Yes, yes. There's a way of how you play it when you're doing the actual MIDI of doing it, but I don't use a lot of ghost notes, honestly. But yes, they do have it where you can do ghost notes, so that is a huge plus. Go ahead and call this melody, and of course, hands down. That is hard, bro. Like, just those. There's not even a lot of instruments. That's hard. I see you, baby. Yeah. Yo, shout out to my wife in the building, y'all. Shout out to my wife, Miss Thesis. Y'all say, Miss Thesis, hello. All right. All right, so now let's go ahead and start. This is my favorite thing I like to do, which is take the sounds out and then move it over. So let me make this smaller so that we can shift it. And we have to mute all the sounds that we aren't using yet, because as we shift it over, it begins to have all the sounds in one. So let's go ahead, shift it over. Now, to the question that somebody asked me before about the standalone, this is the reason why I, just go ahead and do it in Cubase. And the reason why I do it in Cubase is because I'm able to just do exactly what I just did. Once I'm coming up with something, it keeps my workflow going, and then I'll go here and just drag and drop. So say for instance, this one is a drag and drop sound. Because if you think about it, once you do it inside of Machine, wrong one. Once you do it inside of Machine, you still got to go and mix it. So at this point, it's like, all right, let me just go ahead and just use it as a VST instrument, and then that way it's easier for me to just drag and drop and do all this stuff. But it's definitely a lot easier than mixing. Trust and believe me, it is a whole lot easier than mixing. Inside of Cubase, because mixing inside of Machine. I don't mix inside of Machine at all. Like, it's a waste of time for me. All right, that's an interesting snare. Now, Donna, this is the kit that you told me to do, so I'm doing the Bazzazian kit. I have not used the Bazzazian kit in for ages. Not saying I forgot about it, but it's a different kit. It really is. So shout out to my fam for making me use the kit first. All right, so now I think that's it. Let's go ahead, mute this. Let's bring up the Cubase mixer. Let's start to mix these drums. That's the melody. Oh, actually, hold on a sec. Let's go ahead and move these up. All right, and this one, let me see. Okay, that's shakers. All right, so bring that back up. Shakers, bring it down. Now for shakers, I like to add these presets, and this is why Cubase is the best, because they have all these presets that help you to mix. Not saying that other DAWs don't, but you know, the presets that's inside of Cubase are extremely easy to use. Like, you don't have to try to figure out, guess. If you want to type, let's say for instance, this is a shaker, right? So automatically shaker comes right up, boom, preset for the shaker. Now I want to go ahead and then let's do the snare. All right, so for this one, I like to space out my sound, so I use Pancake. Let's do Pancake with a rhythm. So of course, if you got earphones or if you got speakers, you'll hear the back and forth. All right, so I want to add a different feel to that kick. So also the way I do hi-hat rolls. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll show you something in a minute that is, I use hi-hat rolls, right? But there's a cheat way of doing it, because I know a lot of you guys love to draw in your hi-hats. So there's an old video that I did called Hats, right? And I'll bring that up in a minute because I'll do it with this track just for kicks. But first, I want to keep my idea that I had. So hold that thought. I got you. Let's go back to the actual kick. And then they have selections to choose from. Now, you can do it that way, or you can do it this way on Cubase, where you go, pick the individual sound, open it here, and then it opens this up where you get a channel strip. And this is actually the easy way to do it. You just go to the channel strip, and then you have different sounds you can load. So say for instance, I'm going to play it now. All right. Now that's with the Bazzazian, you know, effect on it already, but I want it a little bit more. Yeah. Like I want it a little bit, I want that a little bit more like dirty, you know what I mean? So all right. So Charles, the way that you can record MIDI, so say for instance in Machine, right? Let's go back. So I'll keep that one. In Machine, what you can do is you can go and let's say if you want the actual MIDI to be transferred, you would then, instead of doing a wave, you would just take this right here, drag and drop, and then that's your actual MIDI. All right. So then it'll come up like, you know, not an actual wave, but it'll come up as the MIDI. Now, oh, don't do this. Sometimes, sometimes this happens, and I'll be like, okay, this is where you cross fingers. And as you can see, Machine is starting to act stupid. So I am hoping that this does not affect the actual stream. This is the type of stuff you do. All right, well, there you go. So, oh, it was doing it all at one time. So see, this is how you do all of it, right? Now, for me, I would not do it this way because it's just, I just don't like it, right? And the way that it reads it on Cubase, it takes all the MIDI, and I don't necessarily need that. So I do it one by one, and that's usually how I do it. But yes, you can stream over the individual MIDI like that. But if you want to do it like that, then cool. But it's easier to just do the waveforms, depending on what you're using. Depending on what you're using. So let's go back to mixing. All right, I think I got my drum the way I like it. So now I need to go ahead and let's make a drum bus so that those drums can knock. All right. All right, so now we got the drum bus. Let's bring this back up, and now I'm gonna route all of the drums into the bus, and I'm gonna bring up my drum bus, my post drum bus, and then let's route all these to that. So you see what I mean? Like, see how easy I'm just flowing through? And again, I did not read any manuals for this. I just, remember Cubase. I mean, I remember Logic, and it was the same feel. So it was just easy for me. So I see now with that bass, the way it is, we're going to have to do where is it? Where's my 808? All right, so it's right here. So we're going to have to do a side chain because that thing is serious. So here's another reason why I like Cubase, right? So for side chaining, it's super easy. You click this button right here. This activates the actual side chain, and then you set up the side chain route, right? So you go ahead, once you click that, you add the side chain source, and then you just pick which one it is. So I hit kick, boom, kick comes up. You can change the level here. You can edit the channel settings there. Like, it's super dope. It's easier to just sync it up. So let's go ahead and make sure that that's good. 808. All right, and then we go back. And it's almost as good as Ableton. Here we go. Here we go. Nephew, you're persistent, aren't you? All right. So now I'm going to make this a preset for bass, just to be a bass. Now let me make sure that the shakers. Yo, Ma, what's good, family? Ma's in the building. What's going down, man? Let's see. So I don't need machine, and I don't need that. All right. So just had to do some house cleaning because I was starting to get confused a little bit with some of the stuff. And yes, the shakers are in the drum bus. Cool. And here's another thing I like about Cubase. See this right here? You can drag it. I know a lot of people starting to do that too with their DAWs. You can just mix it in the actual waveform too, which is easy to use. So I need to make that, I need to make this a little bit softer. Let me move this out the way. When I say soft, I'm talking about the melody. So I want to add, and this is a quick way of doing it. I'll add origin, and I'll just go and make it a vinyl sound real quick, and then I'll go from there. I think I might do that. And let's go ahead and record that in. Move this down. All right, cool. So now we got that. Wait, Mars, bro, you gotta explain that in the chat. You jump ship from Native Instruments to the MPC? Really? That's interesting. What made you do that jump? I'm interested in finding out what made you do that jump. Reason why I'm saying it is because I'm seeing more people. I've seen some people. It's like, okay, let me slow down. So when I think of Native Instruments and MPC, I think of like Lowe's and Home Depot, if that makes sense. Pretty much the same type, but everybody has a preference. So I'm interested in knowing what made you do that jump, man. That's really interesting, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like for me, if I did make that jump, I'm more of the piano type. You know, I'm not really a sample based. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I guess you can say it's more of just my preference. I'm not gonna say I'm not a sample based producer or whatever, but yeah, I'm starting to see a lot of people feel that way, man. It's weird. But the expansions for Native Instruments is better than the MPC. That's no debate. All right, so I'm gonna be real fancy and I'm gonna add a Vox in here. Just something real quick just to make it, you know, a hip hop vibe. And let's see. So many boxes. I'm gonna have to clean up my computer with all the stuff I have for just sounds. It's just ridiculous. All right, and yep, there we go. Real easy. And take the octaves up. All right, pull it down some. All right. Go out of that. All right, so that's cool. So now we have that, and let's see, make that a little bit smaller. So now, since I have this idea, I'll take this, drag it over, and get rid of that. Get rid of that point, and let's actually do the melody and the sub over here. Add this. You said try it. You can use it as a VST as well. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. I don't know. It's just, you know how you get comfortable, and that's the only thing about production, man. Once you get comfortable, you get set in your ways with using certain things. So I don't know. I think I'll give it a try. I definitely give it a try, but I'm definitely gonna be stubborn because I'm so used to just using the stuff my way. But that makes you a better producer. So you're right. I will definitely try it. All right, so let's see. Let's move that down some. And let's go ahead and add this. That shit is dope. Acid is definitely dope. I actually used to produce an Acid a long time ago. I mentioned that in my last live stream. That was actually one of the first things I actually started using prior to I used Hip Hop EJ. And yeah, I definitely showing my age with that one. But yeah, Acid was dope back in the day, definitely. All right, so let's duplicate this because I'm doing something. I'm building an actual intro. So now, yep, take that out. And let's go ahead and filter this. Yo, Russell, what's good, family? Man, where you been, bro? How's it hanging? How is it hanging? All right, so let's take out that and add a wah effect to it in the mix. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, that's the intro I wanted. I wanted that build up. So now let's go to let's see. Now, here's a funny thing I like to do too. I like to go and add these different type of just like different elements and stuff, right? Just being real weird with it. Now, if it work, it work. If it don't, then at least I tried, you know? So let me go to my favorite folder. And it's actually life sounds that came from somatics. I don't know. I might let's add a vinyl crackle. See if that, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, cool. So we'll keep the vinyl crackle. All right, add that, just nice little, you know, warmness to it. Move around right there. Now, the whole time I had the shaker on, and that was actually coming from Machine. And I was just like, wait, I don't have no shakers up here, but it was coming from Machine. I didn't mute it. But I don't know. I think I kind of like that now. So let's see. Yep, we'll keep it there. We'll definitely keep it there. All right, and let's highlight, copy, make it double, and let's see. And let's add this here. Oh man, trust me, bro. I know when I say family stuff has been off the chain, I get it, bro. And Ink One, oh man, I'm so sorry, bro. Ink, what's good, family? How are you doing? As you see, we just grinding. But yeah, Russ, yeah, I feel you on that. Life has been, ooh boy. When I say it's been keeping me on my toes, it has been keeping me on my toes, sure. So let's see. I'm gonna drag that the vinyl all the way across because I like the warmth is getting to it. Gary, dude, what's up? Gary, what's going down? Yo, Gary is Gary the man, y'all. Just so y'all know, Gary is the man. Gary supports everybody. If you guys have not went and supported on each other page, this is another thing. I'm just gonna take a time out. Please, everybody that's in here, go and check out each other pages, regardless if you guys have stuff on it or not. Please go support each other. You guys know how I get down. Please make sure that you are supporting everybody that comes through, because you never know who you are encouraging. So please, I stress to you, go and support everybody that's in the building. But yeah, definitely Gary is definitely one of them guys, man, that since the beginning actually of my channel has been faithful. Ink One, Russ. Matter of fact, everybody's in here, honestly. It's been like a day one. So I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much. All right, so let's do this. I told you I like weird stuff, so I'm gonna get real weird real quick. I'm just gonna throw in Diva, and for some odd reason I'm hearing like a you know, the West Coast, them sounds, and that's the only thing about me as a producer. Like, because I produce so many type of genres, my genres like mesh together when I'm producing, so it's just real weird. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but yeah, a lot of times I'll just mesh stuff together. So for some odd reason, I'm hearing a West Coast sound. Don't beat me up. Do you ever worry that using commonly used samples like semantics will lead to copyright strikes from others who use samples first? That keeps me paranoid. So, Russell, the best way to, okay, so first of all, semantic stuff usually is royalty free. Now, you will hear a lot of people like Trippie Redd. He used one of their samples and it was one of his hits. But one thing I tend to do is, I don't know if you saw the beginning stream, like I'll play it different or I'll chop it up, or I'm getting ready to do something in a minute where it'll change the total octave of that actual sample, right? So you got to be creative with it and different styles. And, you know, you don't have to do a whole bunch of effects, but I see a lot of people who do those effects and stuff. But for me, I don't do a whole bunch of effects. I do, however, like to do layers of sounds. And then the more you layer your sound, then the better the sample is hitting, if that makes sense. So in this case, even though we know, okay, I sampled using Serato, and this is a sample that you hear, I'm going to do some other stuff along the way to try to change it up and, you know, do some stuff different. So let's see. I don't know. I think I like that more as an intro as opposed to the actual in the chorus. So I'm probably gonna add that. Ah, messed up. All right, here we go. All right, let's do the count in right. we go. I like that. So if you guys remember that song from Kool and the Gang, Summertime Anthem, I was having that in my head when I was playing it. So that's why I kind of played it like that. If you guys don't know that song, check out Kool and the Gang. That's one of my favorite groups alongside with Function or, you know, I'm not that old, but I just like old sounding music. You know, I like music that sound good because the music today is trash. I'm sorry. It is so trash. But you know, I guess that's up for debate too, depending on your age. But man, music is just it's really taking a downfall. It's not even interesting anymore. You know, to the point where it keeps you motivated to want to, you know, listen to music. Back in the day, we used to have where you would have music, have it on, and you know, play the whole album. Now people just get, you know, the track they want, and that's it. That is it. So let's see. Go back here. And yep. Yes, Gary. Summer Madness. My came through. I had it in my head and couldn't remember it. I knew somebody was gonna say it. Yeah, Summer Madness. That is where this sound came from. And once I had that patch saved, I was like, I love it. I probably overuse it. I don't use it too much, but yeah, in this case, I like it. So, oh, I need to do one more thing. And yes, Ink, this was the better intro. So we'll keep it like this as far as the intro. And let's go back. And what I'm doing now is I'm getting ready to add a sound effect. I'm going to do two of them probably. So like a brass hit, and then one is just like an intro type sound effect. So yeah, and we'll bring that over, and let's see. All right, first minimize that. Go to sound effect, turn it down because it's going to be loud. There we go. Let's put that in. I need to bring them drums up just a smidge. Oh, that's why there's under. All right. All right, so what I was saying earlier, right? I'll change a whole vibe just to see how it sounds, just to transpose it. I don't know. I like this one better. Oh, that's a hard one, bro. Oh, that's crazy. That's a hard one. I think I like this one better. All right, so let me go ahead and let me do a verse part of it and then see how it sounds. Because then I'm definitely going to change it up. So I'll take these off and take out the bass. And then I'll do the filter part here. All right, and bring it over. back in with just the bass. And then this will be a transition for that. Oh, no, not that. This right here, buddy. And then all right, and towards the end, just to transition the beat out, I'll drop the beat out so that the sample has room to breathe. All right, so let's do that. Now, I do have some other stuff in Machine that I want to add, and this is why I keep Machine up, because for me, if I use Kontakt, like, it's cool, but Machine just moves a little bit faster because everything is in everything. It's not just Kontakt stuff. I have everything in Machine, so that's why I tend to use Machine a lot more. So let's open up the browser, and I use the Bazazian group. All right, so let's see. I want some weird sounding stuff. So I know I keep saying that, but let's go to Bazazian and then see what type of sounds they have. That's weird sound effects. So I don't know. Oh, do I have it muted? Yep, I sure do. All right. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what that sounds weird, but let's see where it goes. All right, so I'm probably getting ready to wrap this up in a sec because this is pretty much it. But we're gonna add these two and see where it goes. You think yeah, Melted Vibe does have some weird sounds, bro. Like, matter of fact, yeah, let's go to that. I'm glad you brought that up. You have helped me, along with everybody else, be super creative with this. So thank you so much for your input, brother. Greatly appreciate that. So let's go to Melted Vibes as an instrument. And the build up is ill to when the drums drop. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Let's see. Let's go. Did we say Melted Vibes? Yeah, Melted Vibes. And let's look at some of their hits, actually. Let's see. I don't know. This one's calling out to me. Any word on Machine 3? Okay, Gary. So here we go. Earlier, I mentioned in the broadcast that Machine 3 is being utilized. They've already announced that there are some things on the way. Of course, there are things that needs to be addressed still. So we're still beta testing. We're still working some things out, kinks and all that good stuff. But this is something that should have been happening a long time ago. Just my personal opinion. There's no reason why we should just be catching up to some things that people are already doing. So you might be excited and you might not. So let me just say that. And that's not because of everything I've seen or everything I've worked on. I'm saying that just as far as a producer and me being honest and real. You know, a lot of people have already been on the bandwagon of getting stuff out, pumping stuff out. Me personally, I wish they had a update to Machine MK3. Like, I know we got the Machine Plus and Akai. That's one thing about Akai. They've been killing the game when it comes to their hardware. But then you have some people that complain about the hardware because they can't get all the updates on the stuff. But yes, there is some things coming down the pike for Machine 3. And we just have to kind of wait until the end of this year, pretty much, or the beginning of next year. I think they said the end of this year in it, but we just got to see. We just got to see. It's definitely going to be interesting, though. And that's for sure. All right. So, I think they're waiting on Akai. I mean, well, if you look at it from that standpoint, Akai done already, kind of did they think like don't get me wrong, like Akai has their new update is, and again, I'm not an Akai user. Have I used it in the previous? Yes, I have. But when I've seen their update and I looked at the video, bro, that joint is crazy. Like, there's so much that they've done to to advance their progression, right? And that's what we need as machine users. We need to see some type of progression. Everything that we've said to them, they need to hear. And that's one reason why I love working with Native Instruments, because I'm putting the input out there. So whatever you guys are telling me on the videos or whatever you guys do in the comments, I'm definitely making sure that all that stuff is going back to them, because it's important that we as a community have a voice, so that when we have issues, have problems, like, somebody got to stand in the gap and be like, hey, what about XYZ? So that's my job. Hopefully, along with all the other content creators, they have the same type of mindset. Can't speak for them, but as for me, whatever you guys start to put in the comments, and when I do the reviews and you guys check them out, I definitely make sure it gets back to them. So we'll see though, Gary. We'll definitely see on Machine 3. I am excited about it, so, but that's just me. Yo, Shada, what's good, family? What's good? So let me see. I know I had. I don't know how I feel about that now. I did have that one. I don't know, Adona. I'm not feeling melted vibes right now with this. I know we was talking about weird sounds. We definitely talking about weird sounds, and they do have the weird sounds, so I might have to play around with that some more. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could do something with that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. So let me get out of the machine real quick. Hollywood. Wow, Hollywood. What's good, bro? Man. Shout out to Hollywood, y'all. This dude has, I think, over 1,000 videos. I've seen him really grind, and he's been grinding for a minute. So if you guys have not checked out his stuff, definitely check out Hollywood Floss, man. The #1, the worst producer of all time. I love how you do that. It's so funny, dude. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you coming through, checking out the live stream, my guy. I mentioned earlier, and it's probably gonna be the last thing, because I think this is, I don't know, it's so much you can really add to this, but if you guys was talking about hi-hats and hi-hat rolls, I cannot remember who said that, but there's this thing from this group right here, and it's called hats. And you basically use the MIDI to be able to, make hi-hat rolls. So and you can, like, check this out right here, where you can just vary them. Actually, we're gonna keep that one, And you basically have where you have reverb. I'll take the reverb out. You have the delay. You can do an 8-bit sound to it. Do a drive, high pass filter, get LP. You change the envelope. Like, this is really dope. And then down here, you just, play as you go. So let's see. Gary, that's the new one that just came out. You're right. They had one for percussion. I just seen that the other day. It's cool. I do by chance here, don't think I'm weird, y'all. Please do not think I'm weird. But I'm gonna go back to what I went to a while back, and I'm hearing ARPs now. So of course, this is the trusty State Machine Bit Flip, which is free to download. After the broadcast, anything I've done, any links and stuff, I'll do that after so that you guys can get all that stuff. But I want to do something weird. I keep saying weird. All right, and let's go ahead and turn that down. All right. So let's add that in the chorus part, and I'm gonna do something different with that. Cool. So let's call this ARP. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add ROM, which is real cool reverb, on the actual ARP. And thanks, Ink. Appreciate that. And let's go ahead and clean this up. So now let's type in ROM and see what we got out of it. As soon as ROM come up. All right, there we go. So now let's take that out. I think we got something, y'all. I think we got something. And this is what I'm talking about. I was saying earlier, like, layers is important. Like, even though I dropped the transpose, right? Or did I drop the transpose? I think I did. I think I dropped the transpose. And then, I just kind of just stacked on layers, and then as you go, create the whole song out, and then just break it down, and then you have your whole song right there. That's pretty much the best way I can. Because a lot of people ask me, how do you, arrange? How do you come up with this? How do you come up with that? Like drops and taking all the stuff out, like how you just saw. in Livestream. That's how I do my stuff. So even though I added ROM on that and I bounced it down, now I'm going to add a small delay to it. And then that delay should, let's see. Now I'm going to add a weird delay. This one's different. This also is a free one too, which is really, really fun. And this one adds color to it. So I'm going to add a high end and see if that works out for us. All right. What? What is that? See, this is why I like that, because that says random, right? All right, so I'm probably gonna do 10 more minutes, y'all. I'm probably gonna do 10 minutes because this right here can go for a while. This one I'm having fun with. But that randomize is a dope button. This is from 6 Samples called Delay. You guys can get this free too. I haven't used this in a while, but it's definitely fun. All right, we're gonna use that one. So let's go from the beginning. Oh man, this was fun. This was fun. This was fun. So listen, there are some other things that I have coming down the pike. Namely, you have a review that's going to be coming from Sonido. So please make sure that you guys come back and check out this review. This one's actually super dope, and I use this just like you would, like say for instance with FL Studio, right? So you got the key, you got the drum, but of course I'm gonna go through this entire thing. I haven't used this as much as I've used with Machine, but when I have used it, it's definitely dope. So be on the lookout for that review. And I don't know. I think that this is pretty much done. I think you can add some more to it. I was thinking maybe I did say brass hits earlier, but I didn't do that. But I was thinking maybe piano or whatever. But creativity at its best, right? So thank you so much, guys, and I appreciate you guys coming through. Of course, please make sure that you guys, like I said earlier, support each other. Stay supportive, and even though you might go through something, right? You're going through something like in life, and you're dealing with so many things. Just remember, it does not last always, man. It really doesn't. And that the more and more you persevere, the more and more you Don't allow what you're dealing with to overtake you. It's not gonna last always. All right. So appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for coming through. Another one done. Another one in the books. You guys already know who it is. It's your boy Thesis. We're gonna play this last one out one more time. Peace.